Today's Coach on the Couch is sponsored by Fleet Farm. Get the lowest Black Friday pricing at Fleet Farm. Find deals on fleetfarm.com starting at 8 p.m. on Wednesday. Welcome to Coach on the Couch. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski, visiting today with Mosinee Indians boys basketball coach Matt Lindsey. Coach, first, just remind the audience, how many years have you been coaching at Mosinee, and what keeps you coming back every year?
All right. Well, this is my 9th year with Mosinee boys basketball. This will be my 2nd year as a head coach. What keeps me coming back is the love for the game and helping student athletes to utilize the game to become better men. Frankly, just helping them to use the game of basketball to learn how to handle adversity in life in the right way, in the right manner.
Sounds good to me. We're glad you're there. We have a lot of fun coming to your school and watching you and your boys play. So last year you had a good group of seniors. You had kind of a big group of seniors. So I kind of spend a little bit of time kind of thanking them, remembering them, and the impact they left on your program.
Yeah. So every year we do a team poster, and the seniors are really back and forth on what to go with. And, they started talking about some different traditions and things of that go on with Mosinee basketball. And I said to them, well, why do those traditions exist? And they couldn't really tell me. And I said, that's where I don't like the word tradition. I'm about legacies. And what do you want your legacy to be? And so they kind of went with the theme for the year of leaving a legacy. And that's exactly what they did. Whether it's on the court or in the classroom, they left a very big shoes for us to fill. We were the WBCA #1 team in the state of Wisconsin in academics. We led the entire state in GPA last year with a big push from our seniors. We had quite a few valedictorians in that senior class, which really helps with that overall GPA. When you think of like Charlie Spank and Trevor Garsky, valedictorians. But our other guys too, Dre Grod, Trenton Dorn, Kyle Miller, Evan Utfall, they all just played their hearts out for us. And we're just great young men to be around on a daily basis. And I think I'm forgetting somebody from that team right now too, not on purpose. But, when you're trying to think of names, you sometimes forget somebody. But they were just great young men to be around. And as a first-year head coach, they bought into the different systems and strategies that we were trying to implement than they'd been used to doing. So it was really just a lot of fun with them to grow and learn and to help them leave a lasting legacy upon our program, getting to the best record ever in school history, including getting ranked in the top 10 in the state, which is something in the 9 years, the previous years before that, Mosinee wasn't ranked in the top 10. We could crack that honorable mention, but we would never get into that top 10. So they really left a lasting legacy on this program.
Yeah. Alex maybe was another senior.
Oh, yes. Yep. Alex. Yep.
There we go. This is a team effort here, Coach.
Appreciate it.
A team effort. Yeah. Well, we warn people all the time. Once you let one name rip, you're always in danger of forgetting one, and I'm guilty of it all the time.
Always.
Let's see. So last year, a good season, I would say. It didn't end the way that you all wanted it to, but a good season. Do you allow or do you want the guys on the next year's team and now this year's team to keep with them the wins and losses from last year, or do you encourage them just to start fresh each year?
I'm big on we learn from everything we do, whether it's a win or a loss. There's something to be learned about what took place and what happened. And so that's what we're always about. So we preach a lot of 1 second memory, whether it's good or bad, because the next play is happening. So I always want them to take things with them, to utilize them. Sometimes it's motivation. Sometimes it's, remembering the great plays of like, hey, I can hit this shot. This is a spot where I can score from, and I know I can do it. I want you to bring that with you. And then sometimes, a loss happens and you need to revenge that. So you come in with a little more energy, a little more determination, a better approach to playing the game, because you're looking to, kind of get back from that and prove that, hey, we're better than what we might have shown this one night. And that's the thing. On any given night, anybody can win, anybody can lose. It's just, how can you take wins from everything that you do? And that's what I want them to take, is always what are the positives that we can pull from this and build upon.
Computerized seating. We'll talk about this just very briefly, and then we'll talk about this this coming year's team. For most of your career at Mosinee, you were able to go at the end of the season, tell other coaches about this win that we had, or this win that we had here, or a conference championship. The computer cares nothing about any of that stuff. It's all about who you played and how they finished, what their record was at the end of the year. Tell us about your impressions now on computerized seating going forward.
I knew we'd be a 1 or a 2 kind of going into it. That was my hope. We'd be a 1 or a 2. And we got the 2. And, there's a lot to say about how it figures different things, but it is what it is. And, we just got to play, and we, try to show that you're the 1 seed or whatever seed that you're hoping to get. You just got to prove that you should have been that seed, and get after things and take care of the ball and, and just go out and play. And if you can do those types of things, the seeding is the seeding. I'm not going to argue with it, just going to roll with it. Like I can't change it. And so a big thing that we talk about is control what you can control. And that's outside of my control. So I'm going to leave it to what it is and, just continue to hope that the formula that they use will always kind of give us the seed that we deserve.
Again, visiting with Mosinee Indians boys basketball coach Matt Lindsey. All right, let's talk about this year's team season just right around the corner. The first thing we always talk about is seniors coming back. Now, I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this, but tell us how many senior or seniors on the team this year.
Total number of seniors is, what is it? We got 8 seniors. I was going to say 7. I'm like, wait, I'm missing somebody. We got 8 seniors coming out this year. One of them, though, is a manager, a student assistant this year. But we're bringing back one, Davin Stoffel, who's looking to, continue to build upon what he's done, going out there and competing. And that's the big thing that we ask of our seniors. We have a newcomer to us in Blake Nichols that'll be helping us out. Moved new to our district. And then we're bringing some guys that played some real big, considerable minutes in our senior last year on JV, and Rusty Johnson, Brandon Olson, Ben Peterson, Jack Rinflesh, and Noah Stencil. We'll be bringing those guys into the fold, into the mix, as well as, some a pretty good junior class as well.
Goal setting. Maybe you've talked to you guys about goals. Conference championship always makes that list. How do you feel your place? Where do you fit in the conference this particular year?
I think we fit near the top. Again, I think we're going to compete and we're going to get after things. We got, some pretty tough competition in our conference that we're going to have to come out and stop some shooters. Where there's a couple guys on WIS Sports senior class that are listed there as top shooters in the state. So we're really going to have to try to get after them. And they got some guards listed on there and some wings. So, there's different schools got definitely some players that are getting some love that way. And so we just got to go out and compete with them day in and day out. If we do that and do the things that we do, we'll get after it and we'll be right there in the mix.
Coach, it sounds easy. You got to close out, get through screens, box out. It's all simple, right?
Yeah, it's simple. Nothing ever goes wrong. There's never a lack of communication ever.
We've mentioned a bunch of names here so far. As the season goes on, what are maybe one guy that you can think of, and maybe you already mentioned him, but that people are going to learn about this season, and maybe not early, but as the season goes on, who are there's 1 or 2 guys that people are going to learn about as your season progresses.
Yeah, everybody knows about Davin. Obviously being a great rim protector, gets out in transition, can shoot from the field really well. We're still working on his free throw percentage. That's kind of our one weakness with him right now, but we're working on that day in and day out. But obviously people are going to really get to see, I think there's 3 guys that'll really shine for us. Besides Davin, you'll have Keegan Jerschley, obviously a great ball handler, slasher, shooter. Cole Kowalski, a junior for us, also kind of a similar style, handles the ball really well, great slasher finisher around the rim. And then Blake Nichols, just a versatile wing. can get up and down the court. He's got a high energy motor, just like those other three guys. Those three guys will definitely make a pretty big splash for us this year.
And then lastly, it wasn't that long ago, some places were telling people to stay out of the gym. That is not the case anymore. So remind people that these guys, you and these guys, need them in the gym, need them cheering in person, on the road, at home, to help them have a successful season.
Yeah, we talk 100% about energy. So we're big on energy and bringing energy day in and day out. And if we can have a crowd behind us bringing some more energy, being in that gym and making that impact, we only feed off of that and we continue to build off of that. So our communication always picks up when our energy picks up. So as we got high energy in the gym, there's going to be some high energy going on in the court.
Mosinee Indians boys basketball coach Matt Lindsey, best of luck this year.
Thank you. Look forward to seeing you at our game.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Well, now you can with Fleet Rewards. It's free to sign up and there's no credit card required. Using Fleet Rewards is easy. Earn points every time you shop. Plus, get exclusive member offers, birthday and anniversary perks, free tire rotations, and more. Download the Fleet Farm app or create an account at fleetfarm.com/rewards to start earning points today. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955.